raised today in opposition to the school aid bill, and I thank my colleague from Berrien Springs for his comments preceding me. When we look at this bill, $900 million has been pulled out of the school aid fund for general fund purposes. This is a trend over and over and over we have been willing to accept, and I'm standing here to say no more. Also, at the last minute, at the procedures as the school aid fund budget was being put together, an amendment in the boilerplate was put in that is a direct assault on public school teachers. If a school isn't meeting its performance criteria, if it has a partnership agreement with the state, if that partnership agreement is not coming to its full performance, the school must cut 25% of its teachers, change them over. But once again, our charter schools are held harmless under this provision. Under this provision, a charter school could look at turning over its board. A charter school's board is a hand-picked group of people, not elected by the parents of the school, not elected by members of the community. So if a charter school isn't meeting its obligations, it simply has to handpick a few different friends to sit on its board. And this budget, as we remove $900 million from our school aid fund for general fund purposes, we continue to treat cyber schools equivalent to brick and mortar schools. Your son or daughter wants to run track, there's no funding for that. If you're in a cyber school, there's no option, there's no opportunity for those types of classes or opportunities, yet they're receiving the same funding as our brick and mortar schools that are so rich and diverse in their arts, their sports, and their classroom science and STEM options. That is completely unacceptable. And what I need to say when I am turning down this school aid fund budget, when I'm voting against it, is that I am unwilling to accept crumbs. This one may be a little bit bigger crumb than it was last year. It's still crumbs being offered to fund our schools. Study 1, the Governor Commission said we need $1,200 per student. Study 2 said $2,000 additional is needed per student. Again, the colleague who spoke before me from Berrien Springs iterated these facts. So when we're talking pennies, we're talking crumbs. And on behalf of our public school children, families, and our 21st century future, I urge you to vote no on this bill and to stop accepting crumbs. Thank you.